pretty. I know. Recording. Gotta get my hair right. A girl's gotta look her best, you know. Okay. Hey guys, how are y'all? It's another cold day in Alabama, 45 degrees. And some of you living up north say you don't know what cold is. It actually kind of feels comfortable when you go out, as long as you're not in it very long. My coffee man's over there, but he's doing better. You doing better, babe?
I'm doing better.
Good, good. Just gonna give you a quick update. We just been working in the house. He's been finishing, taking up the rest of our Christmas, like outside Christmas, and got our dining room tree still left to take down. It takes a lot to get it all down because we put up a lot. But I just wanted to give you an update. Well, first of all, let me tell you, if y'all don't follow Leanne Live in California, you need to do it. The woman's insane. I'm sorry, Leanne, you're insane. She went to Starbucks, John, I didn't even tell you this, in her pajamas last night with a friend. But now, I'm like the friend. They didn't look like pajamas. They were black. Anyway, she did a live stream from Starbucks, and so it one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my whole life is when somebody parked too close to her on each side, and she climbed through the back of her car with her phone, with her camera, working the whole time, and recorded it. I have never laughed so hard in all my life. So Leanne, I love you. You're a crazy woman. She's just acting crazy, and she's telling her friend last night, because I was typing in some statements, and she said, she's the one who sent me that Bible. They were talking about the Bible. And it was just hilarious. Just hilarious. They had me rolling. So I love you, Leanne. You're a crazy woman. That's the reason I love you. But also, what I've been working on this afternoon, and when we get back, we're going to get a bite to eat. And when we get back, I'm going to the store to get my groceries for Trim Healthy Mama. Applause. Yay! Are we excited? Oh no, John!
Oh, you put it on me right at the wrong time.
Everybody said you needed to go to the doctor.
Hey, that's only the, I don't know, the 40th cough today.
The which one?
40th, maybe.
40th. He has been better today, so I'll have to give him
a lot better.
Yeah, he has really been a lot better. But we went into Target last night. I am stay over here on me. Don't get on him because he'll be coughing. I'm a big bullet journaler, and you'll see my updates. I really do live by a bullet journal. All the years that I worked, I kept a very detailed list at work, mainly because I had multiple jobs and I had to really keep everything organized to keep it going. But I have carried that same concept into my everyday life since I've retired. And between my mother's doctor's visits, my doctor's visits, keeping the boys, eye appointments, you know, just all the stuff, our huge social calendar, right?
Oh yeah, it's very intense. Intense
social calendar. But I love my bullet journal. So I was like, how am I gonna, and I'm in a book, and a lot of people have started brand new books for January, and I didn't, because I had a huge part of the book left over, and I just didn't see any sense wasting it. So I'm staying in that same book. So I thought, how am I gonna manage Trim Healthy Mama? How am I gonna manage? Because this has got to be a lifestyle change for me. And I know several of you are gonna start on it, and some of you are doing Weight Watchers and doing different programs. But I think it's great that we're gonna kind of have a buddy system, accountability to each other, if that's what y'all want. I need accountability. I really do. So John and I will be accountable to each other. But we went into Target last night, and I found this little book, and it is a sugar paper that Target carries. I think it was like $6.99, something like that. But it's the perfect size to go in my purse.
Oh,
What?
anti-trim healthy mama, isn't it?
Anti-trim healthy mama?
You said it was sugar paper. You'd be wanting to eat it before the night's
I will not. Sugar paper. Needed to be stevia paper, didn't it?
Besides sugar.
But it's just a real thin little notebook, and I really liked the way that it's laid out. It has just your regular monthly plan, which I've already moved. Now, you're not supposed to keep duplicate calendars, but I know a lot of us do, but really you're supposed to go by one. But all this is going to be is to help me. I will still move everything over from my main calendar in my bullet journal over to this. And the reason I will be doing this is just so that I know how to plan my meals for the week. And so then it, let me show you this blank. It has nice large spaces for you to write in daily. I hope y'all can see that. I believe you can. And so I thought that's perfect because there is enough space there for me to put breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So what I sat down today and did was this, and did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you can see right through here, I just took that space, because this is all this book is going to be about, is eating, is, you know, what we're going to do to stay on schedule. So I made me a grocery list just down through here, and then I planned out my meals for the week. And as you can see, there is plenty of space on there, and there will even be space for me to put snacks on there as well. Now, I'm bad, and we're bad to do this. This is Saturday. It's 3 o'clock. Neither one of us have eaten since breakfast. That's the way we do on Saturday. We never eat lunch, and we eat in between lunch, and we eat, I mean, late for lunch and then an early dinner, like we're going right now, to get us something to eat. So that's the way we do it on Saturday, and that's really not good because we're skipping a whole meal. But for some reason, we've just gotten in that habit of doing that on Saturday. What I'm going to do, so I thought about this morning, I'm going to go ahead and set my iPhone every morning when I get up, because you're supposed to snack. You're supposed to wait like 3 hours and snack, or 2 hours and snack. And then there's supposed to be like 2-hour intervals between your meals and your snacks. I may not always do a morning snack depending on what time I get up, but definitely I will have an afternoon snack. So when I eat, I'm even going to keep up with the times in here. And you might say, well, that's kind of aggravating. Well, not really, because, I mean, you're going to sit down and eat anyway. And so then you could just kind of write the times on there, set your iPhone, and kind of give you an idea of what you're doing. I even took, and let's see, right here on the top of Wednesday, I made me a little box and I put boys to let me know that that day I've really got to plan. And because I have to be at their house at 7 in the morning, it takes me about 30 minutes to get there. So the best thing I can do that morning is to fix me a shake, one of the protein shakes, and that way I can have everything out, put the shake in there, fix it, and I can drink that on the way. But that means that I'm going to have to take my lunch with me, so I need to prepare that the night before. And we're going to have white chicken chili, which we love, and we're going to have that the night before. So I'm just going to plan to go ahead and fix me a bowl of it. I'm going to buy some new small containers, just like some of the throwaways or some of the little, whatever's the cheapest. And then I'll go ahead and fix that white chicken chili in there because I'm there with them all day long. And so, and then I'm fixing slow fajitas that night. And that is something that you fix in the crock pot. So it's all about planning ahead, which I never do. Never do. And since I've been retired, I really just don't plan, because there's just times like if I eat a lunch and I eat late, he'll just fix him a sandwich or something like that. And there still will be times like that, but it's important that you keep your metabolism going. Sometimes we do more grazing and munching and stuff when we've not really eaten a good meal. So, like the very next day, I have to take Mother to the doctor at 10:30. Well, that means we're probably going to get out about 11:30 or 12, and that means we will go somewhere for lunch. And so I just put eat out on that day for lunch, and went ahead and planned, and we'll know what I will fix that night when I get home, because lots of times this is what we do. If I eat out and then he eats out for lunch, we'll just snack for supper. So it's going to be important that we keep that protein and all of that in us, getting just on a better schedule of eating. But I know when I eat out that no matter where we go, and she loves Jack's, and I've told y'all about Jack's, they have great little cheeseburgers and all that, but they also have grilled chicken salads. So that will be a day, you know, that I can eat a protein and a salad when we go out. Or Cracker Barrel is her all-time favorite, and there's plenty of things to choose from at Cracker Barrel. It's just about making good life decisions, and we did this. How many months did we do it before? Didn't we start like in July, and July, August, and September, about 3 months, I think. I think it was something like that. Well, he lost 20 pounds, and I did too. You might have lost a little bit over 20 pounds, and the inches just came off. I'm just telling you. And what happened? I went on a business trip. Had to eat off because, I mean, the meals were, I was at a Marriott, and, you know, I was supplied the meals, and those kind of things are going to happen. And then when I got back, I had a bad flare-up from traveling and all that. So just, you know, just knocked it out the door. And I think, you know, and I'm really, really, really going to pray about this for God really to give me the wisdom, the strength, the fortitude, the desire, the ability, all of that to keep this up. Because what happens? So what if you get off plan one day or 2 days? Why don't we just get back on plan the next day? But we don't do that. We don't do that. We just say, well, we blew it, so there's no need of being on it. And that's just not the case. John and I both just need to make a lifestyle change. And we know that we're not always going to eat perfect, but we know, I mean, I want to, for this next year, to focus on me. I want to focus on making me healthier. A lot of you have written me and said, you know, you've been gluten-free, that, you know, you've done things like that and that you're feeling better. And with the autoimmune, someone wrote me and told me, you know, even if you test negative for the celiac disease, like I said I did, they reaffirmed what I had said to y'all, that it is important to get sugar and all that out of your system and gluten-free, because it's those are inflammatory type substances. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm worth feeling better, and I'm worth, there's no reason that I cannot do this, because I am not working a 7:30 to 5:30 job like I've done for years and years and years. So it's going to be left up to Suzanne. God has been speaking to my heart, and you know, I feel like that it's just something that I've accepted because I've been this way for so long, and I've just accepted that that's the way it's going to be, and it doesn't have to be that way. So it's all about pre-planning. And when we get back, he hates going to Walmart, so when we get back, I'm going to take him to the house, and I'm going to Walmart, and I'm getting the stuff, and that goes through mostly through next Sunday. And we eat out on Friday nights and Saturday nights, but what I'm going to start doing is having a meal for us to either stick right in the oven, or that's in the oven cooking for us when we get home. But I'm going to try to start doing meals at home on Sunday. I know a lot of you cook every meal that you put into your mouth, and we've just gotten lazy. It's just easy sometimes when it's just two of you to run and get something, but it doesn't mean that it's good for you. So I've got my Trim Healthy Mama, my THM menu, and I'm excited to start feeling better. I'm excited for my clothes to start looking better on me, and I'm ready to do it. And by God's strength, I'm gonna do it. you gonna do it with me? Some of you are, and I'm excited about that. So I think it'll be good for us to do it together and to be a support team for each other. I got my menu though, and I'm ready to get started. So go get you a little book that can be just something. It could just be a notebook that you already have, but this was just laid out so perfectly, and then I will have all of that in my bullet journal to take up a lot of space. So and like I said, this is so small, it's not going to take up very much space in my purse. So I'm ready to do it. I know that it's going to be hard. I know there's going to be days, and I'm going to tell y'all, I'm addicted to Dr. Pepper. When I quit drinking aspartame 3 years ago, I started drinking regular Dr. Pepper, full of sugar, full of just calories, and so that's going to be hard for me. It's gonna be very hard. So I know that's gonna be one of the hardest things for me, because I love a carbonated drink. But I'm looking at some of the drinks. I'm gonna try to make me some of the drinks that the Good Girl Moonshine and some of the other stuff on there. So it's all about just, you know, making it better for myself. So anyway, y'all keep talking to me and letting me know how you're doing, and if you're ready to get started Monday. And so I love y'all, and hope you're having a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.